Last month, Harry challenged me to go vegan for 1 month, and I decided halfway through to vlog some of what I made, where I went out to eat, as well as the food that a wonderful lady in the building where my work is, where she pretty much started cooking vegan for me because I was on this challenge, and still continues to do so as I continue to practice being vegan. On this day, Pravina made me some fried buffalo cauliflower, as well as a chickpea curry chili, I believe, and she also gave me some jasmine rice with that meal. And I can tell you that it was so amazing that when she delivered at 10 a.m., I ate it all right away. In addition to that, I usually have a smoothie mixed with bananas, blueberries, soy milk that's fortified with calcium and B12, as well as peanut butter, hemp seeds, and flax seeds. So my energy is up throughout the day. Here our mom, quote unquote, on this day she gave us a spicy carrot coleslaw, as well as some eggplant that was mixed with some red onions. It was really amazing. And she also made this, I can't really remember, but it was like a rice chili curry dish. I'm not sure what it's called, but it was so good. And this is another day where she made some fake meat with soy curls, and I think this was my favorite dish out of all of them so far. It just really had that texture of meat. And she also gave me a snack, a vegan yogurt snack. Usually she gives Brett some yogurt, but this day she went out of the way to get me a vegan version. On this day, she made me some potato with a curry soup and a ven pungal. It's like cashew and rice. And another day, she gave me millet noodles, which I first thought was egg noodles because it tasted like it, but I confirmed with her it was millet. And on this day, she made me some tomato-based rice with some spice-filled potato. And sometimes she also just buys food for me when she doesn't cook. And this one was a great samosa. At this point, I've already finished my vegan challenge, but I'm trying to continue to be vegan. And Pravina still continues to try to cook vegan for me, and this is a potato curry wrap that I've added nuts into, and it was really amazing as usual. Amazing. Throughout my challenge, I made it a goal so that every week I make one new vegan dish and one new vegan snack. This is one of the dishes. I decided on bulgogi with seitan and using mang cheese marinade. And this was fairly easy to make. I would definitely make it again and try to experiment more with the sauces, but it was definitely passable for what it was. Sometimes in the morning I would make a vegan blueberry pancake if I had time, and I would also pair it with hojicha tea. I thought it would go really well, more than coffee actually. So on the days where I had time, I would make tea and some pancakes before heading to work. Here I have some protein balls that I would make for one of the weeks on my challenge. I would put a mix of nuts, cashews, walnuts, whatever was in my pantry, as well as peanut butter, dates, and cocoa in a food processor and blend it up, and then I would mold it with my hands. And This was mainly so that my energy levels were up throughout the day, or when I was really hungry and was very lazy, I would just reach for these and they would be amazing. I also made a lot of hummus throughout the month. I would dip raw vegetables in there, and it would just be great for, again, my energy levels throughout the day. And sometimes I would make a sandwich out of it. Like in here, I used it as a toast. I put some gochujang, red chili flakes, dochua, I don't know how to say it, and cilantro. Every day I would try to consume some turmeric and black pepper with some hot water and mix it with some form of fortified alternative milk so I get my B12 and calcium. At work, I have access to Oatly, and I actually finally looked at the nutrition label, and it's actually a good source of calcium and B12. So I usually try to drink a cup a day or two, so that I'm getting those vitamins that usually vegans are deficient of. At least that's what I think I'm deficient of. Here is another dish that I made. It was a tofu katsu Japanese curry dish. Very simple, and I love fried things, so anytime I want something fried, this would be my go-to. And it was so delicious, very simple. And at some point I think I'm gonna try making a seitan katsu. I think that would work really well with substituting the chicken, and once I get the recipe right, I'll be happy with this. Here is like an impromptu dish that I made: hummus, rice, cilantro, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, and some nuts. It was really whole and filling, and I was satisfied with it. Oh yeah, and some gochujang there. And here is some vegan chocolate chip cookies when I wanted to satisfy my sweet tooth, which is like 24/7, but here it is. Yeah,
I'll take a picture.
I just got
No ice cream. Oh.
we went to Locomotive Espresso, and I got this oat milk iced latte from Minor Figures. It was amazing. And we also got a cold brew, and that was just mind-blowing. The best cold brew I've had this year. Yeah, car.
If you also look at the nutrition label of Minor Figures, I looked right at the calcium content, and it looks like it is fortified with some calcium, which is something I'm happy about whenever I have it as an alternative milk in a cafe. Out here in London, Ontario, we went to Globally Local Fast Food to check out the first vegan fast food chain in Canada, I believe, and it was so satisfying. And then after my weekend in London, we went to Pacific Mall, and I was really being tested here because I could only find this, which was shiitake mushroom onigiri as well as inari. Yeah, it's a little sad, but I quite enjoyed the filling. It was seasoned just right, and I liked it despite being surrounded with things that I really loved. I did enjoy this. And I also got bubble tea, and I understand that some sugar isn't vegan, but I think I'm okay with that.
Sad face, sad face, sad face. Sad face, I'm vegan, sad face.